Namaste, my dear viewers. Welcome to this video discussing mantra in good detail. I am going to discuss mantra right from the basic level for those who are new to this topic. In this video, we are going to discuss mantra not only on the spiritual level but also the scientific viewpoint of the topic. Mantra is a Sanskrit word and the root meaning of mantra is manha, means to think or to repeat. It is the loose translation, by the way. Tra means to protect. So this Sanskrit word mantra means something to protect you, your mind and your entire existence. You know, sounds merely vibrate and they have no literal meaning, right? Mantra operates at a deeper level than the meaning of the word itself. A mantra has its effect because of its qualities of sound and vibration. So now it is clear that mantra is significant for the sound part of it, not the meaning part of it. Meaning is just made by us in our own psychological space. Well, the science of mantra is ancient and is being used in the modern world, including in NASA. So you can imagine its power. Meaning of mantra does not actually exist. As I already said, we make it. But the sound is reverberating, leaving an after sound on our mind along with echo. Talking about mantra, we are using the science to utilize the sounds for creating an atmosphere within us and around us. And that's all what it is about. Mantra creates an energetic vibrational frequency which shifts the way we feel, we think and we behave. We cannot ignore the fact that sound therapy, which is one of the most important therapies used as alternative medicine, is using the power of sound to heal people physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. They are able to deal with all kinds of disorder merely using the immense power of sound. So we know sound is very powerful and words hold this power of sound. You know, sounds have very strong effect on our brain, which I have already discussed in our previous video, Miraculous Brain, in good detail. So I would suggest you to view this video and I'm posting the link somewhere here on the I button, and there is link posted in the description box as well. By watching this video, you will get to know the power of your brain and the power of sounds on your brain. Well, after discussing this power of sound, let's talk about what mantra is. In all ancient or modern spiritual traditions of the world, there is some system of pronouncing, such as a syllable, a sound, a word, or a set of words which are recited together to make a mantra. It is a profound science. Mantra means pure sound. As you know, it may be a word or set of words combined together. They may be recited in a melodic fashion a song, or a tonal resonance affecting your body on a cellular level. Mantra purifies the consciousness. Sound is an existential reality. Certain sounds are key sounds. It can open up the world for you. That's right. That's how powerful and significant mantras are. Mantra is a sound or vibration which actually alters the frequency of your body, brain and mind. It restores a great deal of peace, tranquility and joy while releasing stress, anxiety, depression, hypertension, etc. It helps you find grounding, stability, even in the moments of chaos. Mantra is actually a support or focal point given to the mind. Mantra is an effective tool used in mindfulness meditation as it keeps you here in the present moment. Mantra japa, also known as chanting, can be done individually on a mala, rosary, or it can be done in a group which is known as kirtan. Kirtan is very uplifting because it has synergy of all the people sitting together and reciting the mantra. It freezes your mind. And it's a good relationship bond made among all the people doing kirtan as they achieve a heightened state of mind and deepened platform through the spiritual sound vibration. In Vedic tradition, a mantra given by your meditation guru is known as Guru Mantra. It creates very effective and powerful results depending why and for what reason that Guru Mantra was given to the disciple. According to Maharishi Patanjali, the great sage and codifier of yogic science, mantra is a representation of innermost sound of consciousness. Learning to be still and calm should not be made a ceremony or a religious ritual because that's the requirement of the human existence, of the human body. Mantra expands the consciousness into a state of being that is more expanded into a unified, universal consciousness. You feel connected to that supreme energy that connects all what is linked and interlinked. Makes us realize oneness. Everything is one. There is no separateness. Your mind becomes one with the mantra, and that's when you realize the truth, the only existing truth of our existence. Chanting vibrates not only your body and brain, but also the internal organs inside your body, which actually makes them exercise and get healthier and healthier with regular practice. Mantras are way too many depending on relevance in your case. So you may choose from lot many mantras. As you sit in silence, just repeat the word to yourself. You may do it internally without any external sound, or you may do it externally when you are actually chanting, which is audible. As you repeat the mantra to yourself with every breath without any effort, slowly, slowly, your mind would start calming down. In your moment of stillness, again you would notice your mind is wandering to thoughts, which may be your personal issues or future concerns or things in the past. Your mind may begin to label them good or bad. Your mind may start asking questions. It may begin to judge the current experience. Simply acknowledge it and bring your entire awareness back to your mantra. The mind has tendency to know why is it doing so and so. What is it doing? Mind wants some kind of goal, some kind of target. You may start seeing your mind and thoughts going in the same direction. However, in a mindful practice, there is no goal, no target, and there is nowhere to go, nothing to achieve. We are simply practicing being aware. Does it remind you of something else? Are we talking about meditation now? That's right. When we chant, and when that chant and mind becomes one, that's when we find ourselves in that meditative state. According to Buddhism, the only true experience is of the present moment. That's the only reality, nothing else.
There is one more scientific aspect of this. Science says when we bring or engage two or more senses in a particular activity, our mind gets focused. And this technique is incorporated in mantra meditation. How? See, when you are chanting, your tongue is engaged. When you are hearing, your ears are engaged. And when you are doing the japa, the chant, you count it on rosary. That's where your sense of touch is engaged. Mantra helps harness your monkey mind. There is an ancient yogi proverb, as you think, so you become. When you repeat certain mantra over years and years, your mind will become the mantra. By chanting, you break the layers of your mind, resulting in building up the strength of your mind. It rebuilds your mind in a higher vibration and frequency. Now, imagine a brand new, shiny and clear mind. That's the gift of mantra to mankind. Most common and powerful japa is Om.
I am going to discuss Om in very good detail along with Prana and Pranava in our next video. Another powerful mantra is So Hum, which means I am that and that is me. It's extremely powerful mantra expanding your humanity to godliness. There are some more powerful and popular mantras like Gayatri mantra, Mahamrityunjay mantra, Buddho, Om Namah Shivaya. So you can choose any of them according to your requirement or whatever resonates with you. Have you ever thought why we should learn to chant, to meditate, or why should we be aware of the present moment? what exactly we are trying to achieve, where it will lead us to, what is the final purpose and outcome. Well, all these questions are beautifully answered by Swami Rama, the great Himalayan master. And now I am going to share his thoughts and teachings with you guys. Let's see what Swami Rama has said about mantras.
The only time our minds usually become still is in deep, dreamless sleep. The rest of the time, mind tends to drift like a boat without an anchor. One of the goals of mantra is to quieten the mind by giving it one focus of attention. It is an alert yet relaxed focus of attention. And if you are relaxed and comfortable, this should not be difficult. Second goal of the mantra is to lead you to the source of silence. Mind doesn't want to go into silence. It has many desires to fulfill. But why silence is your aim? Because silence is where wisdom flows with all its majesty. When your mind starts going inside, you will hear millions of types of sounds, and all these sounds originate from silence. The final step of meditation and chanting, both, is to remain in silence. The silence opens the doors of intuitive knowledge, and then the past, present, and future are revealed. Beyond body, breath, and mind lies this silence. From this silence, peace, happiness, and bliss emerge out. Third goal of japa, or repetition of the mantra, is to lead the mind to the higher dimension. When japa is carried on in the midst of worldly activities, it is called meditation in action, and allows the mental noise to silence itself. Sometimes great teachers teach students through silence. The best and deepest of the teachings are not communicated through books, speech, or actions, but through silence.
People who have done 10 days Vipassana meditation living in Dhamma can understand this better. When you do this initial course of Vipassana meditation, you will be asked to observe absolute silence for 9 days, and the course is for 10 days. This is a life-changing experience for many, because disciples learn through silence. That's when disciples gain real knowledge. Responsibility of a guru or a teacher is over when he leads his student to the path of silence, from which everyone receives knowledge. Have you noticed one thing here? How sounds and silence are interlinked and closely bound. What an irony. Well, I would like to conclude here by hoping that you have understood the concept of silence, mantra meditation, and sounds. Should you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comment section, or you can send me email, which is mentioned in the description box. Stay tuned for our upcoming video about Om, Prana and Pranava, which will be discussed in very good detail. Please and please share this information, share this informative video with your family and friends so they can also have this small piece of information. Those who have not subscribed our channel Soulcraft, please subscribe the channel for upcoming educational, informative and interesting videos. I will be seeing you very soon on the other side. Till then, be happy, be peaceful, be still and just be. Namaste.